What is going on here, guys? Yesterday, I made $100 on the account, which was insane. And today, I doubled that. I made $200. Very quickly to show you, this was yesterday up 4.57% on the account. We ended today with, we made $200. So we ended the day $2,288 on the portfolio. So we're doing very well. I'm very happy. This was actually only one trade as well. And I'm very excited. I mean, look at this. Within just one trade today, we were able to basically make 10% of the account value. But that's not all, because I want to dive into the metrics and talk about how actually, my full portfolio size is roughly 2,000, right? However, we can look over here and see adjusted cost, $320. So this actually tells us this is how much total money I spent on the trade. However, I want to take it one layer deeper and talk to you guys all about, what I'm willing to risk per trade. What I'm willing to risk per trade is essentially my stop loss. So this is the amount where I say the trade's gone against me so far that I'm just going to sell out. I'll take the loss, whatever. Stop out of it, sell. That's my risk. My trade risk was $65 for this trade. So essentially, that's how much capital I put at risk, in theory, to make $200. So if you look at the chart, it looks like kind of a mess, to be honest. It looks like there were a few average ups. We were in puts, by the way, so I'm betting on the SPY to go down. I want to see a downtrend. But now I see 1236 at 1303. So, I wait basically half an hour for my contracts, and they're still basically, I think I averaged down, which was pretty bad. But anyway, let's go and replay the trade. Maybe this wasn't the best trade, but we ended the day with 60.42. I'm going to mark this as a 2.5 trade. No, I'll actually mark it as a 2 because we didn't do too well on this trade. I can already tell that we averaged down quite a few times. We averaged down, how many times? 1, 2, 3. And we also traded 6 contracts or 5 contracts. Whereas every other day, we basically only have traded 1 contract at a time. Or at least that is what the standard that I want to try and keep myself to, is trading only 1 contract at a time. Especially in this first month or 2 months, the first little while, because 1 contract is more than enough. I don't really necessarily need to be trading more than, I would say probably 3 contracts is the total size that I'm willing to take on. But honestly, I did take on 5 contracts today. So look, there's a little bit of emotion that I got to get behind. I got to get out of my system. I don't want to be an emotional trader. But today, I think I struggled with that because this trade, it just basically I stayed watching the market the entire day. I'm just narrating while we opened. So we opened on SPY at 9:30 a.m. We basically opened at 540.50. Huge sell-off about half an hour into market open. So it's now 10 a.m. I want to skip it. I want to skip ahead a little bit. So let's go to 10:19, 10:43. We completely rebound to market open again. 11:04. We have completely filled that sell-off that occurred 30 minutes after market open. Continue to buy up. So at 12:36, I want to see what was the type of play I want to see. So the reason I'm skipping ahead like this is because I want us to just be able to very quickly visualize, why did I get into this trade in the first place? You can see here I took puts. I was in the trade for 46 minutes. I took puts. We're continuing to buy up. Buying pressure seems very strong. By the way, price action is working, and But we do seem to be consolidating a little bit right here at this 545.80 level. And we can see here, I'm starting to get a little tempted to go into some puts right here. All right, we're consolidating, barcoding, I like to say. Consolidating, and boom, I take one put contract. Take a put. Now, I do take quite a few positions here, so I'm just going to skip ahead for the sake of not being too boring here for this video for you guys. 1303, I take another contract. I actually take two more contracts, right? Essentially one after the next. Oh, I take two more contracts. Now, that's really bad. That was in very fast succession that I essentially average my contracts, but I average them at the same price. So obviously there's just no rhyme or reason for me to make this decision, and that was a mistake. And I'm glad that we're reviewing the replay because, yeah, that was a massive mistake. I don't really feel comfortable with averaging into positions. Look, I sell 3 and then I sell the other 2. So I actually did make profit on this, but look at this. This is also what's messy. We're continuing to sell off here. So we're also seeing that I sold too early. So let me also sold early sell. And why did I sell early? Or the more so, I'm trying to ask, what's the psychology behind me selling early? Me watching on the chart all those erratic buy orders and then the sell orders as soon as we see that first hint of a downtrend, that clearly explains to me that I was oversized in this position. So I took on too much size. I had too much capital in play. Even though I only was trading with $300, you guys got to remember, just a few days ago, we started with an account size of $250. So I was feeling a little bit on edge just because, and it wouldn't have been the best, it maybe wouldn't have been the best hold in the world because we are consolidating pretty deep here, you know, half an hour after we make our sell. So, you know, these are things we have to consider. So anyway, I just wanted to share this trade with you guys. Maybe my thoughts are a little bit erratic as well, but you know what? This was a profitable day, and I started the video today very happy that we were up $200 on the account. But I don't think the ends justify the means. Essentially, I don't want to be practicing bad habits, and I took on too much size here. I shouldn't have averaged down. I know you guys can't see the option premium chart. That's a separate thing. It's probably not a functionality within TradeZella. Anyway, folks, thanks so much for watching today's trade. I'm glad that we could still make the tendies, and our account is looking pretty darn juicy. We started with a value of $2,000. We're now at $2,288. So anyway, guys, see you in the next one, and thank you for watching. Peace.
Subscribe now for investing, stock trading, financial news. The best part, it's absolutely free. New videos coming out every week. Follow Bruce Bradbury on YouTube today.